Alright, we are back again, and we are going to do Pokemon Silver with only Aerodactyl today. And as you see, we start out with Wing Attack, which is a 60 base power move, which is really good for the early game. And it's also Stab, which is amazing. It's good to have Flying this early. There's a couple times that this will come in really big handy. Or it'll be really handy? I don't know, whatever. Anyways, first rival, super easy. First gym, super easy. Nothing really much to say here. I do want to say I'm working on a Staryu run in Pokemon Blue. It's been a while since I've done first gen though, so I figured I would just go ahead and do this real quick. I wasn't really planning on this one, but I'm able to do the second gen pretty easily because I've done it so many times now on here. As you see, I accidentally did the second rival, I guess, before Bugsy. I was trying to get a Pokemon that would no-cut and fly, because I normally do that in one of the other routes, but I forgot, and so I had to do it here. And I was going to go to the woods, and then, yeah, that happened. So as you see, Bugsy was also extremely easy, nothing really to say there. And then we have Whitney here, and I actually thought she was going to take me down there for a second, because I'm like, am I going to be able to take out Miltank before Rollout builds up too much, because Rock would be effective. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Are we weak to Rock? Because we're part Rock. I don't know. I feel like we are because we fight an Aerodactyl later. Am I talking about the Elite Four? Am I talking about the Ditto and the thing? I don't know. You'll find out. Anyways, so we go into the Ghost Gym. Or no, this is the rival before the Ghost Gym. I normally don't do this. Or in Silver anyways, I don't do this normally because it's not required. But I did do it here. And we, do that pretty easily. Really the only problem, especially this early in the game, that Aerodactyl is going to have is Steel types. So like Magnemite, Magneton, especially Steelix, stuff like that. Those are going to be challenges for us because we don't have anything, especially at this time, to deal with them. So we go to the Ghost Gym, that's extremely easy, no problem at all. And then we go to the Steel Gym. Notice I skipped over the Fighting Gym because obviously we're Flying type, and that was extremely easy, one-shot everything. So we are not able to do Jasmine at this point. I normally don't skip her, but I'm like, well, we're able to, so let's just go ahead, go to Mahogany Town, do the Team Rocket stuff there, do Price, and then before we do the rest of the Team Rocket stuff, we'll just go back and do Jasmine again. Price here, I don't know, he has part Ice type, so theoretically it should have been a problem because, well, I don't know, we are part Rock, so maybe Ice doesn't affect us that much, but the Ice moves he has suck anyways. It's not like he has Ice Beam, or Blizzard, or if he does, I've never seen him use them really. So anyways, we have Jasmine here, and it is, extremely difficult, and I have to do her several times again, but I do want to say at this point, because I am using a super potion here, my rules in this, and I normally don't state them because I don't feel like the rules really matter to me that much, but I do have a rule that I follow, and it is I use no more than 2 items per battle, because that's what a trainer oftentimes does in the middle of the game. Especially like Roxanne in the 3rd generation, she has 2 potions. So I'm okay with 2 items in battle, and in most battles. And when I get to the Elite Four, I'll do 1. So Steelix, I got to eventually. Claire here, I had to struggle with several times. As you see, we're kind of skipping through a lot of this early game because it's just so easy. Everything is just so quick. I did have to struggle on Claire a little bit. I did struggle on Jasmine a little bit. But after I got down a strategy of, well, not really a strategy, really just like luck, because Claire here, the paralysis that Dragonair would do early in the fight is what really made that go bad. So after I got past those challenges, it was pretty easy. We're only 2 minutes into the video and we've already done the entire game. Now we just have to do the final rival in the Elite Four. And so, yeah, this is, I didn't time it because this is Silver, and my timed ones that I've been doing is in Crystal. But I would venture to say that Aerodactyl would probably be the quickest of all. I actually even stalled at one point and was doing something while the screen recording was going on, and my screen recording was only about 2 hours in total between all of it, which is way shorter than it normally is. And like I said, I actually walked away from my computer at one point and it was recording. So it was extremely quick, way quicker than any of the other Pokemon. But in Crystal, I have other things to do anyways. There's a couple more things you have to do in Crystal. So I didn't even really talk about that. The Magneton in it was a little worrisome, but, you know, no big deal. We got through that. The only problem with Steel types, though, is we don't really have anything that can even hit them. Like, everything we have is going to not really do much to them. So with this first fight here, Will, he has a lot of Psychic types. Bite is going to do a lot, but Bite doesn't do that much with Aerodactyl because of Bite's stats, because of Bite's, like, power, and because of Aerodactyl's stats. So I use Bite on several of them, well really all of them except for I use Wing Attack on Executor because Wing Attack is effective against Executor. I don't even think I showed it in that battle, me doing that, because this is, I really only did the Elite Four a handful of times too. That's what made this run so quick. So this is like the second or so attempt, I think, and really all it was is I had to go through the Elite Four a couple times and kind of figure out what exact moves I needed. Like on the first one, like I said, I did Bite on all of them except for Executor. I used Wing Attack. On this second battle here, I used Wing Attack on all of them except for, I want to say I used Bite on that Fortress, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I had to use Bite on Onix here. Other than that, all of Bruno's team was Wing Attack as well. Wing Attack is surprisingly a good move, and I'm confused as to why, because its base power is only 60. I know it's Stab, and Aerodactyl has really good stats. I guess that's why, but can you imagine Aerodactyl having an even more powerful move? Yeah, I could have taught Aerodactyl Fly, I guess, and yes, I do use an emulator, and so I hold down that button to make it go faster. So that's why I say don't compare my times when I do these runs to other people, because I do that. But you can compare them to the other runs I do and see how they compare to each other, the Pokemon that I have done. But anyways, neither here nor there. So we're going through this again. As you see, I just used Wing Attack on Executor. He used Executor in a different order than he normally does that time. It was really weird. So then we go to the second one here, Koga. And I use Wing Attack on Ariados, and then I use Wing Attack on Fortress. Okay, I guess I did use Wing Attack on Fortress. And then I just Wing Attack Muck, a Wing Attack Venomoth. And as you see, I actually leveled up quite a bit here, and I only did the Elite Four a couple times. So Aerodactyl must be in like a quick level up group or something. I'm not really sure. As you see, I got poisoned there at the end, and I really wasn't expecting this to be the run. That's why I didn't heal up the poison before I went into this battle. I was like, we'll just see what happens though. If I take them out in the turn, then I don't inflict poison damage when you take out a Pokemon. So, in second gen anyways. So I was like, okay, I just won't heal from that, and we'll see what happens. And I actually didn't heal the poison again before Karen, because I'm like, I'm not going to make it. That's what I thought anyways. So I go into it, take out Gengar, take out the first Pokemon, take out Houndour, take out Vileplume, take out Murkrow, and then I'm like, well, okay, we're at a really good level, and we can take on Lance probably, so I'm just going to heal up the poison, I'm going to heal back up to full health, and we will just go ahead and take on Lance and see what happens. Most of Lance has flying type Pokemon, and we have Ancient Power, so Ancient Power is going to be able to deal on most of them. Aerodactyl in this one was actually kind of tough too though, because Ancient Power, yes, Ancient Power was great with Aerodactyl, but I did get to Lance one other time that wasn't shown, and I wasn't sure what to do with Aerodactyl, so I tried other moves, and none of them really worked that well, so I had to save at least one Ancient Power for Aerodactyl there, otherwise we wouldn't have made it past Lance. But everything else here is extremely easy. Hyper Beam took out Charizard. Oh, I forgot to say that in the Claire run. That is why I went so hard on Claire, and then I probably fought against her 3 times maybe, and then I leveled up to where I learned Hyper Beam. And once I learned Hyper Beam, that's what took Kingdra out, so that's what we got past Claire with. Okay, so yep, that's the run. Really quick, extremely quick, and I do want to say thank you, and I hope to see you soon. I'm working on the Staryu run in Pokemon Blue because I love Staryu. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I've been wanting to see that for a while, so I hope that you guys like Staryu too. If you have a favorite Pokemon that you want to see, let me know down below. I'm thinking I want to do Jinx at some point, but I don't know what generation. She doesn't really level up or anything. Maybe I'll start with Smoochum. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good week.